All right, what is going on, guys? Today we are going to be talking about some more recent pickups. I know I just did a recent pickups video, but I do have more stuff. I don't know how we try to live like this minimalist life, but I'm just apparently a shopaholic. I buy stuff all of the time and I can't help it. A lot of stuff is gifted too, so keep that in mind. I'm not spending my money on everything. I will clarify which is which in the video. But yeah, I just wanted to jump into it, show you what I have. If you've seen me post about these things on social media, normally I leave like a little review if it's a gift, giving my like honest thoughts about it, but I don't go much more in depth than that. There is one thing in particular here today that I don't love. I think it's nice. I like the brand, but I wouldn't have purchased it myself. So I'll also point that out when I get to it. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. I'm gonna start with fragrances. As you know, maybe you've seen the vlog, maybe you haven't. I went to New York a couple weeks ago. On my way into New York, I had my fragrance confiscated from me at customs at the airport. It was so annoying. It was a gift from my brother. It was Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, one of my favorite summer fragrances for men. It was a 125 ml bottle. It was like half empty, half full. So there wasn't even like 100 ml in there, and they wouldn't let it slide. They didn't even throw it out. Like, I know they kept it. So they took it, which was very unfortunate. That means I had no fragrance while I was in New York, and it was the middle of a heat wave. I was stinky. I just wanted something, and I've always wanted an excuse to purchase something from Aesop. So I went to Aesop and I picked up Karst. Now this is 300 Canadian dollars. 100% not worth it. If you're a young person, if you're looking for a new fragrance or a signature scent, please don't go buying Aesop. I don't think you're gonna find a signature scent there. Marrakesh Intense is the closest thing to like a real fragrance that brand has. It smells beautiful and lasts a decent amount of time. All of the fragrances are made with real essential oils. There's no artificial or synthetic ingredients in here at all. Because of that, I find most of these fragrances don't perform very well, and they don't last long at all either. This one is no exception. Now, oh, it smells good, and the reason I bought it is because A, I wanted a new fragrance to have with me in New York, but B, I actually don't mind having an understated fragrance like this that doesn't project. It's kind of nice and calming. This smells like a subtle aquatic fragrance with a little bit of woody notes to it. It kind of gives me like a spa vibe in a way, but it's very light, it's very gentle, it's not overbearing. Because I have so many bottles in my collection and I've been collecting fragrances for almost 10 years now, I think having fragrances like this is cool, just to have that variety and to kind of take a break from the heavier scents for a bit. I wouldn't recommend you go out and blind buy this, but if you are a fragrance nut and you are a collector and you want something softer, maybe this would be a good buy. All right, on the way out of New York, I picked up another fragrance. I know what you're thinking, Charles, you're insane, stop spending money, but please let me explain. About 10 years ago, I got into fragrances. I was an ironworker in Toronto. We were building high-rise buildings, and I worked with this guy who came into work one day wearing Tom Ford Tuscan leather. At the time, I was like a small town suburban kid, had no idea what niche fragrances were. I didn't even know that Holt Renfrew existed. I had no idea there was a store for like rich people. And I was like, what are you wearing? He told me it was Tuscan leather. I was like, what the hell is that? He told me about Tom Ford. I was like, who the hell is that? He took me to Holt Renfrew on lunch one day. I'm this like confused, lost puppy construction worker. Going to Holt Renfrew, I see the Tom Ford display and I'm like, yo, what the hell? This is a whole new world I never knew existed. I smelled a bunch and I fell in love with Venetian bergamot. It unlocked something in me. From that moment on, my fragrance obsession began and has remained consistent over the last decade. Now, the fragrance was like $450 and money was tight. So I actually ended up saving all of my change from the coffee runs at work for 3 to 4 months into a jar. And once that jar was full and I had about $400 or $500 in there, I changed it for bills. I went to Holt Renfrew and I bought this. Now, This is discontinued. This has been discontinued for about 5 years. You can imagine my heartbreak when that happened. I'm obsessed. It is my favorite fragrance I've ever smelled. I'll talk about the notes in a moment and I'll try and do my best. But it's been discontinued, and I was lucky enough to get 2 more refill bottles since that first one 10 years ago. One online through like a Facebook group, and then one full one from a friend who went to the States and a store still had inventory. This one I found on my way out of New York at Newark Airport. They had like 7 bottles there. Now, honestly, if I had more money, I would have bought like 5 of them, but this is over $400, and I just bought the Aesop one and I'm like, oh my God, but I couldn't not pick it up because mine have been empty for almost a year now, and I thought I was never gonna see it again. So this is the one that got away. If they had the big flacon, like, or whatever, 1 liter jug, I would have bought that. This is all they had, so I picked up one, and oh my God, I'm so happy. This is what it looks like out of the case. Honestly, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, okay. Oh, this, I wouldn't recommend this one either to blind, but well, you can't even get it. But the reason is, I think this one is just so tied to that special discovery for me in life that I just love it. It's right in the middle of unisex, but leans feminine. It says Venetian bergamot. You don't smell any bergamot. It's mostly ylang ylang, this like creamy undertone of vanilla that's like really deep in there. And then like, when you sharpen a pencil at elementary school, the pencil shavings, that kind of just like layered right on top throughout the whole thing. It's absolutely freaking beautiful in every single way. I am obsessed with it. It is beyond words, and in my opinion, this is the most underrated Tom Ford fragrance of all time. Please don't blind buy it. You're gonna get it and be like, Charles, what the hell, man? I don't like this. I do, and that's all that matters. If you find a fragrance you love, and it's not like one of the main mass-pleasing fragrances that everybody loves, just do what you wanna do and get it, because that's what makes the whole fragrance journey special, is finding something that speaks to you. This one, that's it for me. That's a huge rant about this fragrance. I'm very sorry, but I'm super passionate about it. I'll move on quickly now. Can you believe that the next one is also a fragrance? I got home from New York, and this was given to me by the brand The Maker. They are a hotel just outside of New York, actually, and they have a whole line of fragrances. They've gifted me stuff in the past, and this one, not my favorite. The other one they gifted me, one of my favorite smells I own, to be honest with you. So this one was a miss. The other one was amazing. The other one smells like a clean hotel lobby, like a luxury hand soap. And then this one, if you like grapefruit, it smells just like grapefruit. Now the notes are, yeah. It's good. It's so fresh, so tart. The notes are blood orange, but to the layman, it is grapefruit, and I'm very grateful for this gift. I can't wait to try their other fragrances because you can tell this is done very well, just not my favorite. I will move on now. All right, now the next 2 things are tech related. This is a pair of headphones you may have seen me review on TikTok and Instagram from Dyson, you know, the vacuum company. I think they're cool. Now, disclaimer, these were a gift, okay? They came out on August 1st. They got into my mail on the day before. And honestly, I think they're beautiful. They're a stunning headphone. They're totally unique and different. Obviously, wow, and they're really comfortable. Now, obviously, they're gonna be compared to the AirPod Max because I feel like for the fashion people and everybody on social media, the AirPod Max is like the headphone. And I've never actually tried the Sony XM5s, I think they're called, but for people who are on like more of a strict budget, apparently those are even better. Anyway, what I like about this, after having it for like maybe 4 days now, is the case. I really like the case. It would be cool if it had a handle, somebody said, but I just think that it's so smooth and like very packable and like so practical that I wouldn't change anything about it. The texture is really nice. I just like this case altogether, and I think they did a great job. Now, you can see the comparison to the AirPods here in terms of size. Basically the same footprint. The AirPods case is kind of dumb in my opinion, and this one just makes more sense. This is like a real case. I apologize if the lighting's changing, the clouds are passing by, and it's gonna be inconsistent, but there's nothing I can do to control it. Compared to the AirPod Maxes, if you've tried them, I would say these are better, and it's not even a competition. The bass is better. You can customize the EQ in the app. The sound is just better. It's a little bit louder. The noise cancellation is better. Even when the noise cancellation is turned off and they're just on your ears, they're a very quiet headphone. The other thing is they're super comfortable, like way softer. The ear pads here are actually way softer. I know it's a little dark. I'm trying my best to show you. Way softer than the AirPods. I would say these are better in every way except 2 ways than the AirPods. I think the AirPods are better looking, to be honest with you. I use the word timeless when I describe the way they look. I don't know if that's the right word to use because, you know, they're very like futuristic modern design. I think what I meant to say is that they go with everything. They can go with jeans and a t-shirt, or they can go with like a crazy outfit. And I think they're gonna continue to go with everything over the course of time. So not timeless in the blue jeans, white t-shirts, sense, but timeless in their own regard. And the other thing that they do better than the Dyson headphones is the pass-through mode. The pass-through mode on here, I took it for granted. I had no idea it was like a hard thing to do. On here, it's like you still can barely hear anything. When you push the button and you try to hear the outside world, it's pretty hard to hear. And one more bonus thing that this is just better at than the Dyson ones is the buttons. It's just so much easier to swipe the volume up and down, tap it, push this one. This one, there's a toggle button on the back that's like multi-directional and you can click it in and out. And then for the noise cancellation, you have to double tap the side of the headphone. I think just for intuitiveness, and I can't believe I'm saying this because Apple, in my opinion, is the least intuitive tech company of all time. These win. All right, next piece. Now, this isn't a pickup of mine per se. I didn't buy it and it wasn't gifted to me. It's been given to me on loan. This is the Fujifilm X100VI. Now, if you're a social media person or you follow creators or you're into photography or any of that, you've seen this camera. Everybody's talking about this camera. I have only had the chance to take this out once, and it was yesterday. And we actually used it to shoot a campaign for a luggage brand, which I'm about to show you next, called Monos. The camera performed really well. I set up a quick film recipe that I thought I would like based on the one I have on my current camera that you guys are watching me on. And it worked great. I gave it to my girlfriend. She was able to snap some pictures, and it's very intuitive. It's an easy to use point and shoot. If you've got the budget for a camera like this and you just want something easy to pack in your bag, good for photography, Instagram photos, things like that, I think this is fantastic. The one thing I absolutely can't stand about it is that the screen flips up this way, okay? It flips up like this, but it doesn't flip out like this way. And that's really annoying. If you're taking portrait photography like this and the camera, you know, is down here, you want to be able to tip the screen up so you can see what you're doing instead of having to get down and, you know, stress out your back to look through the viewfinder. That really bugs me. And the fact that the screen doesn't orientate towards yourself for like selfie videos and stuff also bugs me. So I would say if you're shooting a lot of like portrait photography, it could get annoying, but also you don't even really need to look. This thing is so good. You can just like boom, boom, snap some pictures and you're good. I'm gonna do a little bit more testing. I'm gonna film a video coming up about how I pose for my outfit photos on social media and how I expose my camera. So if you guys are looking to get into social media and you wanna like learn the poses and how to make things look good and pick the right spot, hit subscribe and come back for that video. I will be doing it this week because I have to send this back. So far, so good. I would love to keep this camera. I freaking love it. I know I have my complaints with it, but no camera is perfect. Fujifilm, if you're watching this, just send me one. Please send me one. Oh my God, I would love you. Okay, next. All right, this next item is a chessboard, and this was a gift from one of my best friends. His name is Aziz. He shoots a lot of my photos on Instagram actually. He just left for 2 months and went to Jordan. He's an amazing photographer. He's a young guy. He's so talented and I'm so proud of all of the work that he does all of the time. It's inspiring, especially at such a young age. Like, he's so good at what he does and he's so driven, and we've become such close friends over the last year. We go to the gym every morning together, and I missed him for the last 2 months, and I think he felt the same. So he actually showed up at my house, surprised me 2 days earlier than I thought he was going to be back, and gifted me this because I just started playing chess last November. He knows I love it. We play all the time and it's become a hobby and sort of a passion of mine. So he gifted me this beautiful handmade chess set. Every single square is inlaid by hand. All of the details are done by hand. So this actually says Charles Mackenzie on the back. And the best part about it, I was a little worried that when he showed it to me that, like, you know, it's going to be actually like not very practical because the pieces will fall all over, but they're magnetic. They stick right on here. So this is the perfect travel chess set. I'm going to put this in my bag and take it with me absolutely everywhere, and I cannot wait to travel with this. So Aziz, if you are watching, thank you. I love you so much. I really do appreciate it. This is a very thoughtful gift and you're an amazing person. Okay, next. All right, last but not least, I have these pieces of luggage from this brand Monos. I'm gonna talk to you about them a little more in detail in a moment, but this is the Metro Weekender bag. I think it's sick. It is huge and has this beautiful compartment underneath to put in like your shoes and your toiletry bag, or cosmetics case as they call it, which I also acquired. This was a gift, but kind of not really, and I will explain. And they also sent me a full-size second luggage and this beautiful little cosmetics case. I'm obsessed with this. I actually bought my own one from Coach recently, but I ended up realizing it was too small, so I asked them for this. And it's got all these compartments in here for stuff. A little messy right now, but you could put 2 more items up here. There's a zipper. There's also like these elastic sort of compartments all the way around, so you can bring like a bunch of stuff with you and it'll stay secure. Like, there's one fragrance, Like there's another fragrance, you got stuff in here, and that goes all the way around. So I think this is really cool, and it even shuts with all that stuff in there. So what I mean by this was but wasn't free is that I went to an event in Toronto for the store opening for this brand. They gifted everybody a free carry-on, but then my agent reached out and asked if they had any partnerships coming up. They said no, which is fine, but then they asked if I'd be willing to do an in-kind partnership, which means they give me stuff and I have to shoot content for it, aka work. So essentially it's working for free. Now, if you're watching this video, you don't really know how the world of social media works. That may sound to you like, oh, all you have to do is take some pictures and you get some free shit, like boo-hoo. I actually used to think that way when I started social media. I used to think, oh my God, I just take some pictures and I get some free stuff, woohoo. It gets old fast, and at the end of the day, all these companies are running a business and they're using you or leveraging you to grow their own brand. So as time goes on and you build your business and you learn that these brands have budgets to pay you and you start to do paid partnerships, you realize how valuable your time and your following actually is. 1 second. Anyway, so yeah, you start to realize how valuable your time actually is. And I'm at the point now where I do not accept any giftings where I'm required to work for it, because that is just me working to benefit somebody else. I don't need anything. I don't like collecting unnecessary items. So all of my things that I show you on social media that were gifted to me, I'm only showing you because I like them. I'm not showing them to you because I have to, with a few exceptions. This is one of those exceptions. My girlfriend is the best person in the world. She's so beautiful, she's so lovely, she's so patient and kind. And I get so many things for free all the time, and I feel so bad because I feel like I'm not the one who deserves it. I feel like she's the one who deserves it. I recently, maybe a year ago, got some suitcases from another brand called MVST. They're beautiful, stainless steel. They look like Rimowa suitcases. And when we travel, like I've got these like bougie suitcases, and she's got these old beat up suitcases. I know she's not happy with, but she would never say anything. So when the opportunity came about to sort of work for this brand to get these suitcases, I just told myself, yes, like I will do this. I want my girlfriend to have suitcases that are like equivalent in quality to mine, and I just want her to feel happy and feel included. So I was absolutely happy to do it. I also do like this brand. I think they have great products. So I'm not like faking anything here. I'm not like showing a brand that I don't like just to get some free stuff. I do think they're cool. The event was fantastic. The products are great. And now my girlfriend has some nice luggage that she can enjoy when we travel. So there is exceptions. The other exception is I will do content around big ticket items. I'm currently looking for a mattress, so if anyone's watching this and want to send us a king size mattress, I will film content around it, just because, you know, it takes a big burden off of us in terms of our budget, but it is also something that we need and would enjoy. Things like televisions or cold plunges or just big ticket items from brands that I actually want to own. If there's ever an offer or a gifting in return for some sort of content, I'm usually inclined to say yes for things like that, just because I can still be authentic with you guys and show you things that I'm enjoying, and I also benefit from it in a way where I don't have to spend my own money. So that rant is over. Thank you for listening to me. I know that was really annoying. And with that, the video is also coming to an end. I just want to say thank you again for being here. You guys are honestly unbelievable. I love all of the comments. I can't believe my subscribers are growing as fast as they are. I think I had like 200 or 300 subscribers over last night, which is incredible for me. I'm so grateful, and I just feel so blessed to be here. I can't wait until there's a couple more zeros on that follower count, and then we can all celebrate together. We'll do things like giveaways and prizes and whatever as we grow and as I get the ability to. But if you watch to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you. You're very important to me, and I hope that you are enjoying watching these videos. Comment down below some things that you would like me to film. Somebody said all black outfit ideas. I've done that 100 times on Instagram and TikTok, but never on YouTube, so that's coming. Somebody also mentioned leather jacket outfit ideas, and that was something I was planning on doing anyway, so that one's gonna come too. Anything else you guys wanna see, just leave it down in the comments below. Please click like, please subscribe if you can. If not, it's all good. I love you guys anyway. My name is Charles. I make clothes, I get dressed on the internet. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!
Some stuff like that. Talk to me and tell me all that you've seen, all the colors